நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் மதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிதில் எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு திரை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறந்தியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं गमय.
मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं गमय.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं गमय.
सत्यव्रतं सत्यपरं त्रिसत्यं सत्यस्य योनिं निहितं च सत्ये सत्यं ऋतसत्यनेत्रं सत्यात्मकं त्वां शरणं प्रपन्नाः. वाणी गुणानुकथने श्रवणो कथायां हस्तौ च कर्मसु मनस्तव पादयोर्नः. स्मृत्यां शिरस्तव निवास जगत्प्रणामे दृष्टिः सतां दर्शनेस्तु भवत्तनूनाम्. नमो भगवते तस्मै कृष्णायाद्भुतकर्मणे रूपनाम विभेदेन जगत्क्रीडति यो यतः. ओम शांति शांति शांति.
Good evening and a warm welcome to the 5th day session on the Industry Connect and Knowledge Enrichment Program on Automobile Ancillary Industry Marching Towards Excellence. So far, we had sessions on Introduction and Overview of Automobile Industry, Operational Excellence, Cost Governance, and Quality Research in Automobile. Today's session will throw lights on the best practices in the automobile industry. The agenda for the day, we have keynote address by CMA Arati Ganguly and by Shri R. Selvam sir. Technical session 5 is chaired by CMA A. Vadivel sir. Followed by this, we will have a valedictory session of this 5-day program. Now I request Dr. Prabha Rajagopalan, convener of this program and head Department of BCom Corporate Secretaryship, DG Vaishnav College, to propose the welcome address.
Namaste. Happy evening to all of them who have joined us today. I deem it a great pleasure to welcome our resource person for the final day 5, CMA Vadivel, Cost Accountant. Keynote speaker, CMA Arati Ganguly, Secretary, Eastern India Regional Council, the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. Keynote speaker, Shri R. Selvam, Vice President, Thirumudivakkam Industrial Estate Manufacturers Association. Chief guest for the validatory function, Sri M. Sivakumar, State President, Laghu Udyog Bharati. Very soon we will have CMA Shri GCA Srinivasa Prasad, Council Member, Institute of Chartered Cost Accountants of India. And hearty welcome to the faculty members and participants of Day 5. Namaste.
Thank you, Prabha ma'am. We'll move on to keynote session 1. Rakesh sir, Ganguly ma'am has joined. Aarti Ganguly ma'am. Okay, so we will have the, okay. Keynote session 1 by Dr. R. Selvam, Vice President TIMA. Sir, an astute professional with 25 years of rich cross-cultural experience in areas of plastic injection mold manufacturing, press tool sheet metal process engineering, program and plant operations. He's a mechanical engineer. He pursued his diploma in plastic engineering from SIPET Chennai. Further, he pursued his import and export certification from Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, New Delhi, and his passion for further learning it helped him to pursue his technology entrepreneurship from lab to market from Harvard University. And Sir is currently pursuing his MBA in technology management from Anna University. His experience is a co-founder of GTS Tool Plast LLP, Thirumudivakkam, Chennai, Crown Venture Tech LLP, established in the year 2019, Thirumudivakkam, Chennai. He is the managing director of Precision Engineering and Technology Center, a 100 crore mega cluster promoted by Government of Tamil Nadu. He has vast work experience. He started as a senior manager program for Ericsson, Nokia, Siemens, Motorola, and Huawei in Flextronics, and Jingmai Automotive, Hong Kong, China. He headed the project division for Toyota, GM, and Chrysler. And at JPK Malaysia, he was the project engineer, handled EMS and automotive projects. In Indian companies, he handled various projects for electrical and electronics industries. He is also an active social activist. He is a secretary of Thirumudivakkam Industrial Estate Manufacturers Association. As a director, Chennai Auto Ancillary Industrial Infrastructure Upgradation Committee. He is a review committee member, Indian Automotive Innovation Survey 2021 and DST and United Nations Industrial Development Program. He is a member in the Syllabus Review Committee of MIT Anna University, Governing Council member of LN Government Arts and Science College, Ponneri. He has given a lot of a page of achievements. I mentioned a few. He got his Best Business Plan Award from the Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, New Delhi. Best Supplier Award from Rani TRW. India's Best SME Award for 2016 from SKOCH Group. Young and Dynamic Entrepreneur Award from Union Bank of India, South Zone. Achieved the Best Customer Satisfaction from Ericsson India. An active learner, enthusiastic entrepreneur, and socially responsible leader. Sir, the platform is yours. You can start your keynote address.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving you the introduction. Good evening, everyone. And can I present my PowerPoint here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you able to see?
Yes, sir. You'll have to just select your PowerPoint. You'll have to just open your PowerPoint. It will be visible.
Is it okay now?
No, sir. You have gone via the screen presentation option.
Okay.
Please, you'll have to go via the slide. Present slides. You'll have to choose your computer and select the PowerPoint.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot last time.
Yeah, not an issue. You're able to present it, sir?
Yeah, it is. It takes some time for uploading the file.
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry.
Not an issue, sir.
I think the file size is a little bit bigger. So is it okay if I share my screen?
Yes, sir. You can just share your screen. Present, share screen.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir. You can just open the PowerPoint, sir.
Is it okay?
We are able to see the folder, not the presentation. Sir, can you just forward it to me by email? I'll present it from here.
Okay.
Yeah. Participants, just give us a few minutes. We have a technical slag in presentation.
Sir, meanwhile, if Arati madam is ready, can we?
No, ma'am. Arati ma'am is yet to connect to her video and audio.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll convert this in. Yeah. I changed the file size now. Okay, it should be okay now. Because of the file size, it's not uploading.
Yes, it will take some time if it is too large.
Yeah, it is uploading now. It's okay?
Just give me a moment, sir.
It's uploading. Okay. Meanwhile, okay, let it upload and
yes,
let me introduce our. Let me introduce our our cluster. So I'm managing on behalf of Government of Tamil Nadu. There is one cluster called Precision Engineering and Technology Center. This is promoted by our Industrial Estate Association. This is called TIMA, Thirumudivakkam Industrial Estate Manufacturers Association, and also with the Government of Tamil Nadu from SICO, Small Industries Development Corporation. So the basic idea for setting up this cluster in Tamil Nadu is because if you look at the MSMEs, they are like a contract manufacturer. What they do is they take the inputs, there is a design input or a technical input from the customer, and they manufacture according to their customer need. Okay, there won't be any innovation in that. Okay, so whatever customer says, and in terms of the technical specification, drawing, the design, We just follow and manufacture the product and supply to them. This is what, the most of the 95% of the MSMEs are doing in India. So there is a huge gap for innovation, or they're, coming out with their own idea for their, project. I think now yeah. Is it okay? Can you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir. Please proceed, sir.
Yeah. So we have, proposed the government of Tamil Nadu because, see, if you look at the global economy or global, the competition, we have to compete with a lot of my multinational companies. Being a small scale industries or MSME, it's very difficult to cope up that kind of a technology or the design capability within their, their premises. So we have discussed with many other associations and found out that there is a huge gap between the what is there in the market and what we are doing it today. So we proposed to government that okay, we want to go with some common facility center where all these capabilities, whatever we found that there is a gap, so all this capability can be installed at one place where the other MSMEs, they are not able to buy that kind of capabilities or capacity. They can utilize that common facility center and make their own product and go into the international market. So with this idea, we approached the government of Tamil Nadu, and the reason behind is if you look at the overall India. So if you look at the overall globally, India stays at 30th position in terms of the innovation in manufacturing sector. So if you look at the Indian perspective, the overall Indian perspective, Tamil Nadu stays at the 4th place in terms of the innovation index. There is a a survey which is still taken by government of India with the help of United Nations Development Organization. So every 4 years once they will be taking survey and they will be publishing to the people, okay, in terms of the innovation and manufacturing capabilities and R&D facility, what kind of the people they have and capability of the people. So they have some scale of measurement for all this capability, and based on the capability they will publish the results to the people to understand where we are in terms of the innovation. So last year they have released the innovation survey of the paper. It is available in the Department of Science and Technology. So according to this data, so we Tamil Nadu stays at the 4th place, and number 1 is at Karnataka stays in the 1st place, and next is dominant duo and Telangana, and we are at the 4th place. So we want to bring Tamil Nadu into that number 2 or number 1 position in 2 years. For that, we need to have some kind of innovation and R&D facility in each and every MSME manufacturing sector. But if you want to bring the R&D sector in the MSME, we need a lot of the capital investment. So not possible each and every the MSME unit to buy the the design software or prototyping software, validating software by themselves. So we proposed to government of Tamil Nadu with project cost of 100 crore. And with the investment from the MSME side, it's a 10%, and 70% grant is government of Tamil Nadu is giving. 20% they are allowing us to go and take the loan from the bankers. So before going into detail, about the cluster, I just want to give you some information about the MSMEs in 4 regions, that are 4 districts: Chennai, Kanjipuram, and Tiruvallur. Kanjipuram now bifurcated into Kanjipuram and Chengalpet. If you look at the number of MSMEs, according to 2021 and 2022, so the total number of registered MSME is 3.3 lakhs. 3.33 lakhs. Okay. So if you look at the number of MSME, that is a micro industries, out of 3.3, it's a 2.87 is the micro industries, and 43,000 are the small scale industries, and hardly around 1,800 is the medium scale industries. So if you look at the overall perspective, micro industries are very large in all these 4 districts. So if you look at the R&D facilities installing their their own premises by micro small industries, it's very, very difficult because each cost is very it's like in lakhs and lakhs of rupees. So with this idea, we approached the government, and government also is very kind enough to grant the approve our project, and we have taken up this project with our in Thirumudivakkam Industrial Estate. So the basic idea of this cluster is going to support a new entrepreneur. Number one is a new entrepreneur. Number two is for the existing entrepreneur who is planning to go for the R&D. It's a new product development or innovation kind of stuff. So basically, what they will do is this cluster will do is if any the entrepreneur, whether it's an existing entrepreneur or new entrepreneur, it's a startup company. If they are coming with the idea, only the idea, okay, they don't have any investment. They don't want to go for an investment before that idea converted into the the actual product and go for the commercial production. So these kind of people, if they come to this cluster, what they will be getting the facility is, one is the design software. This is a very high-end design software. It's a CATIA and that's a Dassault and Siemens software for the product design support. And once the product design is done, they can go for the 3D printing. So 3D printing, whatever is they design in computer, they can have a touch and feel the comfort. So once the design is completed, they can go for the 3D printing. The 3D printing can be done with plastic as well as metal printing. So we can do in metal also and plastic also. Both the ways we can do it. And once the prototyping is over, they can also go for the testing at our facility. So the testing will be covers all the mechanical and electrical kind of facilities at one place. And there will be a world-class skill development center, because if you look at the MSMEs, so there is a huge gap for the skilled employee as of now, because see, most of the polytechnic student or ITI student or engineering college student, mostly they will be going for the multinational companies for white collar job, but people are not ready to come to the MSME for kind of the reason behind it. The working condition, maybe it's not so challenging, but it's compared to MNC, it's kind of difficult environment, because they have to go for the art, physically it involves a lot of things to do. So for that they are going for the multinational companies. The fifth facility is the patent facilitation. So this patent facilitation, once the design, prototyping, testing is over, before they are going for the market commercialization, they can do the patent protection at our facilities. That means whatever their design is protected before it goes to the market. So this is the fifth facility, and we are also planning to go for the collaboration with the MIT and MIT Anna University. So these are all the facilities we are planning to install here. And the government of Tamil Nadu has issued the GO. It costs about 47.61 crore. Out of that, they are giving 70% straight away as a grant, and 10% from the MSME contributions. So this design center will have this kind of facilities. That is, these are all the product design software. Each software costs about 30 lakhs, not less than 30 lakhs. So this is a additive manufacturing facility for metal and plastic printing. And this is some of the testing facilities which is going to be installed here. And these are all the number of tests we can do it in-house. And skill training. So this is for the existing entrepreneur, the employees working in that MSME unit, and also for the fresh engineering graduate or fresh graduates coming out from the colleges. So, and we are planning to go for the the tie-up with the government of India on the Controller General of Patents, Design and Trademark. So before the design goes for the marketing, commercialization, that will be protected our side. So these are all the facilities, and this is the status of the project. So the first phase will be implemented by end of this year. Hopefully by first week of January, it will be inaugurated by our Honorable Chief Minister at the cost of 23.33 crores. And the second phase will be inaugurated in the year 2024 between August and September. So the reason why we are, installing this, cluster in Thirumudivakkam, I already explained to you. And if anybody is coming with the idea, that person or the startup company can go with the product. So this is the whole concept of this cluster. And they don't need to go for the high investment. And even we are planning to go for small, the plug and play model. The new entrepreneur or startup companies, they are coming with ideas. They can do the prototyping, development, and even pilot flight production also. We can able to support them. That is going to be in the second phase, where they can go for the pilot production also. And if any startup company want to start a new organization, new company, they can approach us. We can guide them. We can support them in terms of all this facility, and we are also going to equip them for the commercial production. So this is the whole idea of this cluster, and kindly spread this information to your friends or who are watching this video. This will be very useful for the new entrepreneur and also for the existing entrepreneur. If any doubts, I'm free to answer your question. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for highlighting the support system that is offered by TIMA for small and medium-sized automobile startups and others. Now we'll move on to the second technical session. Arati ma'am, are you available, ma'am? Yes. Ma'am, you are on mute, ma'am. The second keynote speaker, CMA Arati Ganguly, Secretary of EIRC. Madam is a fellow member of Institute of Cost Accountants of India. She has almost 3 decades of experience in spearheading the entire finance and accounting operations of Burn Standard Company Limited, Burnpur, West Bengal, as a General Manager, Finance and Accounts. Madam has proven track record of delivering performances in terms of cost, growth, revenue, and profitability. She is the first woman general manager as head of the works from CMA profession and first finance person to lead a highly technical manufacturing concern in 100 years of its existence. She currently holds the titles of Qualified Independent Director and Practicing Cost Accountant. Since 1991, she has been connected with the CMA profession and actively associated with ANSOL chapters activities as member, coaching faculty, secretary, as well as chairperson. Madam, your presence is a great inspiration for many women professionals in accounting and finance. We welcome you to present your keynote address.
Thank you, Madam. Respected President,
Ma'am, we are unable to hear you, ma'am.
you are unable to hear now.
Ma'am, yeah. Now it's okay.
Okay.
Now it is. Yeah.
Okay, I am facing some technical difficulties, so I am continuing through my phone. Huh?
Sure, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Respected CCM and Chairman of Information Technology Committee, Chairman of Members of Industries Committee, CMA TCS Prashad Sir, CMA A. Vadivel, today's speaker, Dr. Prabha Rajagopalan, Associate Professor and HOD of Corporate Secretaryship, DDGDV College, Dr. Shri M. Shivakumar, State President, Laghu Udyog Bharati, Shri L. Selvam, Vice President, TIMA, Organizing Secretary, CMA, Rakesh Shankar, Shri D. Prem Kumar, and honorable members joined in this session. Very good evening to you all. Today is the 5th and last day of Industry Connect and Knowledge Enrichment series on automobile ancillary industry, marching towards excellence. Thank you very much for extending me this opportunity to share the joint platform by ICMI along with DDGDB College, Laghu Udyog Bharat and TIMA, as keynote speaker on this industry relevant topic. I'll get started right now. The auto ancillary market is a critical and integral segment of the Indian automotive industry. It encompasses the production and sale of intermediate equipment and automotive parts used in the manufacturing of vehicles. This sector plays a crucial role in ensuring the smooth functioning of the automotive ecosystem, providing essential components that contribute to the performance, safety, functionality of vehicles. The success of the auto ancillary business is dependent on the demand of two-wheelers, cars, and commercial vehicles in the economy. The automotive ancillary industry is a vital part of the Indian economy. It accounts for about 2.3% of India's GDP. The industry is intertwined with the automobile industry. The sector can be categorized in three segments: organized sector, unorganized sector, and exports. Original equipment manufacturers, OEMs, serve the organized market, which deals with high-value parts. In the organized sector, notable players include Bharat Forge Limited, Machine CIE Automotive Limited, Bose Limited, and Sundaram Fasteners Limited, etc. These companies are dominant players in supplying high-value instruments to OEMs and contribute significantly to the sector's The automobile industry as a whole contributes 7.1% to GDP and 49% of manufacturing GDP as per Economic Survey 2023. The unorganized segment sells low after-sales replacement products. Automotive ancillary sector derives 61% of its revenue from OEMs, 18% from the aftermarket, and 21% from exports. Next slide, Rakesh ji. According to different types of automotive component parts, the automotive ancillary sector can be divided into 9 industries: casting, bearings, batteries, tires, lubricants, forgings, fasteners, engines, and other parts, other ancillary parts like drive gearbox, training parts, body, chassis, etc., etc. Engine is the heart of the vehicle and converts fuel to power so that the car can move. It is the most expensive part of the car. India is the second largest producer of steel, and it has a competitive advantage in bearing and fasteners. Since 2000, the government has kept a maximum foreign investment FDI limit for both automobile and automotive ancillary sectors at 100%. This has helped both sectors FDI inflows to $30.51 billion in the period from April 2000 to 2021. Several key trends and best practices are shaping the automobile ancillary industry. Just a minute, this slide. The 7 factors: advanced technology, sustainability, supply chain resilience, advancement of electric vehicles, circular economy, strategic partnership. Number 1, adoption of advanced technology. The automotive sector has recently gained traction using AI technology such as machine learning, deep learning, and computer vision. Self-driving cars use these to guide themselves and assist drivers for improved safety. AI has been shown to increase output and decrease cost in robotic automation in manufacturing. AI is improving productivity, profitability, and safety in the automotive sector and also position companies for further challenges and opportunities. Focus on sustainability. Collaboration between OEMs and the Indian government is imperative to achieving the automotive sector's sustainability goals. Sustainability targets, getting the required skilled labors, ensuring availability of technology tools, placing greater emphasis on low production and manufacturing costs, making EVs, electric vehicles, affordable with a standard driving range, incorporating EVs into consumer lifestyle. Next, supply chain resilience. Developing organizational resilience not only helps automotive and mobility companies manage and overcome the challenges they face and also drives a competitive advantage. Building a resilient supply chain is crucial in today's complex and volatile business environment. To achieve this, operation must invest in the 4 pillars. Number 1, visibility. 2, flexibility. 3, collaboration and control. Next, advancement in electric vehicles. Electric vehicles adoption is increasing with each passing day. These are electrically powered vehicles that use traction motor or electric motor for propulsion. The International Energy Agency projected that by 2030, around 30% of all cars on the road are expected to be battery-operated electric vehicles. 5. Circular economy and competent circularity. This new auto industry is built around the concept of a circular economy rather than the linear economy of today, where products are built, used, and then disposed of. The new business model involves ensuring as many components as possible can be reclaimed and recycled. Circular economy in the automotive parts industry involves the recirculation of materials, circular product design, and services centered on repair, care, and refurbishment, continuing to sustainability and profitability. Next, regulatory compliance and safety standard. The most commonly required ISO standards that are applicable for the automotive industry are ISO 9001 standard quality management system, ISO 14001 standard environmental management system, ISO 45001 standard occupational health and safety management system. The principal instrument governing the automotive sector in India is the Motor Vehicle Act 1988 MVA along with the Central Motor Vehicles Rules 1989 CMVR. The Act governs emission norms and safety standard in India and consolidates the law pertaining to motor vehicles. The automotive industry sector is subject to a variety of certifications and standards that companies must meet to demonstrate their commitment to sustainability. In recent years, this industry has been focusing environment, social, and governance (ESG) trends. Last, collaboration and strategic partnership. Strategic alliance in the automobile industry are partnerships formed between 2 or more automotive companies to achieve common goals and share resources, then reduce cost and enhancement competitive position in the market. These alliances take various forms and the goals can include technological collaboration, market expansion, cost sharing, and risk reduction. Here are common types of strategic alliance in the automotive industry. Number 1, technology sharing. Number 2, joint venture. Number 3, sales and distribution. And research and development. One of the most prominent example is the renowned Nissan and Mitsubishi alliance, which is formed in 1999. It is very successful alliance. In India, in order to make comeback, Renault and Nissan, they have committed 5300 crore, which will see it introduce 6 models, including electric vehicles in our country. The future of the Indian auto component industry is bright, further strengthening its contribution to India's economy and the global automotive landscape. This growth will be driven by increased vehicle production, expansion into international market. Here, the CMA's job is analyzing the cost and to devise ways to reduce it. It plays a pivotal role for operating efficiency and effectiveness of production and service management in different departments in an organization. CMA's role is crucial. Thank you. Wishing all of you a very healthy and enlightening participation. Now I handed over the platform to the organizing secretary.
Thank you, CMA Arati Ganguly ma'am, for highlighting the automotive industry is undergoing a period of immense disruption like never seen before. Influenced by new manufacturing and procurement processes and innovative designs, neither vehicles nor auto manufacturing facilities look alike how they did a decade ago. So now we have the technical speaker 5, CMA Vadivel sir, to highlight the industry best practices. CMA Vadivel sir is a practicing cost accountant, partner in Startup and Associates. He is having 25 years of industry experience in finance, costing, treasury, budgeting, capex, accounts payable, accounts receivable, general ledger, fixed assets, finalization of accounts. He has worked in various corporates like Kothari Industrial Corporations Limited, Balsara Home Products Limited, ESAB India Limited, Dana India Private Limited, and Motherson Group. He possesses extensive industry knowledge in FMCG, fertilizer, capital goods, consumable, auto ancillary manufacturing, and dealer network. Currently, he is involved in cost audit, internal audit, virtual CFO role, due diligence audit, and quality audit. Sir, the floor is open to you for sharing the best practices in the ancillary automobile industry.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. First of all, I want to thank our Institute of Cost Accountants, Thirumudivakkam Industrial Estate Manufacturing Association, and our DG Vaishnav College. See, today the topic is best practice in the auto industry. I want to bring some of the points to you. Maybe this particular information is very useful to all the business owners as well as industrialists. Some of the points you may implement at the earliest, or some of the point going forward you will implement. Based on my experience, I have prepared this and thought of giving you some practical aspects so that your people in the industry can implement some of the points what I'm going to present now. Thanks. I'll start now. See, basically the best practice in the industry I have segregated in few areas like vendor management, manufacturing process, supply chain, quality, research and development, information technology, finance and accounting. Now we'll see one by one based on the vendor management. Always we have to select the vendor smartly. Once upon a time, we used to tell customer is God. Now this is a time we have to take care of our supplier as well under GST environment. For example, when you are buying material, if the supplier is not filed their GST return properly, we are not in a position to take our input tax credit through our system. Indirectly, we have to pay from our own packet to GST department. So that is the reason we have to choose or vendor smartly. So the vendor, when we are going to choose, we have to give product specification properly and delivery schedules, whatever we have received from OEM, that we have to share our suppliers properly so that we will get all the material in time in our factory flow. Same way, we have to see capacity of the vendor, quality of the product, what they are going to supply to our factory flow. Next, we have to see the financial stability of the vendors. Suppose if the vendors are not giving proper financial stability, then their possibility could be bankruptcy or any other reason they are not able to supply the material in time to our factory. In that case, then we will not be giving our FG to our OEM. So we have to take care of our supplier properly. Same way, we have to do proper supplier audits regularly so that the supplier should give material in time with good quality. When we are going to select the vendors, we have to keep a long-term relationship and continuous monitoring and evaluation. Now we'll go for the next process, manufacturing process. So when we are going for manufacturing process, the best practice in the industry, lean manufacturing. Basically, whatever may be the waste, we have to eliminate and streamline the production, reduce the unnecessary inventory pile up in the factory premises. Always we have to be continuous improvement in the overall productivity. We have to implement necessary tools like 5G, 6 Sigma, 7QC, etc. So advanced technology adoption we supposed to keep in our manufacturing flow. That is called robotic, automation, IoT. There are n number of options available for automation of the product so that we will get quality product and in mass manufacturing with the help of CAD, CAM and other things. And all our industries are going forward implementation of industry 4.0 practices for smart and connected manufacturing. That is called artificial intelligence, IoT and automation. Each and every company, they're supposed to keep the employee training and skill development is an important role. See, if you see most of the companies, yearly once they have shutdown plan. In those periods, the company HR department can prepare the training schedule and they can give proper training to all the employees in the respective areas, maybe IT, manufacturing, quality. There are n number of new certifications are there. We have to give lot of input to our employees so that we can strengthen the plant activity, like promoting a culture of continuous learning and improvement. Same time, ensure the employees are proficient in the use of new technology in the manufacturing. Same way, we have to reduce the cost in electricity. Wherever there is a possibility, we have to reduce in the energy. For example, if the manufacturing factory is not properly used in one particular place, there could be possibility we can switch off the light, or we can keep some remote control system, motion control system. When people enter inside, the light will on, the people come out, the bulb will be switched off automatically. Same way, energy audits to identify the areas for improvement. Whenever company wants to reduce the cost, they can implementing LED bulbs, same way solar system as well. Most of the maintenance of the machines we have to keep in the preventive maintenance system. Always preventive maintenance track sheet or tracker sheet to be prepared and kept separately. So the third party person can be appointed, or in our maintenance department has to take care of all the machines properly for the preventive maintenance. There could be possibility utilize sensors and data analytics to monitor the health of the equipment. And maintenance can be kept either monthly basis or yearly basis or annual basis based on the machines. If it is a very old machine, then we can give the priority. If it is a new machine, we may give sometimes so that the machine will not be creating any problem. Next is safety and compliance. Each and every company should have give topmost priority to the employee safety and compliance. Priority workplace safety and compliance with the industry regulations. Same way, conduct regular safety training for the employees. So whenever there is a possibilities are there, we may conduct safety training. We have to give proper training to all our employees. Same way, establish protocol for handling hazardous material and waste disposal. Each and every area we have to be planned for continuous improvement. Continuous improvement is good for our organization. Like learning curve, we have to create very good standards within our system, encourage a culture of continuous improvement and innovation. Regularly review of access manufacturing process for optimization. Same way, solicit feedback from employees on potential improvements. Each and every area should be created with the help of SOP. So standard of operating procedure to be prepared, put it in the respective machine itself. Even though a new machine operator come inside the plant, they are supposed to read the SOP which was kept in the respective machine. They have to properly read and follow the instruction, operate the machines, so that there will not be any problem while doing the manufacturing. So next we will see the supply chain. Supply chain is a very crucial. Whenever there is a material inward, outward, everything put together, we have to be prepare a proper planning of the raw material or FG. Wherever there is a warehouse management or just in time, we have to discuss with the OEM, keep our material near to the factory premises so that they can take the material, send it to directly to the shop floor for manufacturing the product. Our supply chain needs to be closely monitoring with the OEM for getting the proper schedules and the future demand forecast. Collaborate on product design and development to ensure the compatibility and integration. Share information on technological advancement and industry trends. Next topic is logistics. So logistics is an important topic. So whenever there is a material required, we have to give the material in time with reduced cost. Explore multiple transportation modes to balance cost and speed. Same way, leverage technology for route optimization and real-time tracking. For example, if you want to carry 10 tons of material, so no need to carry 8 tons or 7 tons in the same truck. Even customer wants reduced quantity for urgent purpose, we can keep some more material in the same truck, we can send it to them. So we can use the truck full capacity. Same way, technology integration under the supply chain. Whenever we are sending the material, the truck should be connected with the proper controls, RFID or IoT or blockchain method. Wherever possibilities are there, we can put all the data into the system. We have to monitor all the areas by way of transportation with the help of proper ERP. We'll go to the next, quality. So supplier quality is a very good monitoring system where we will get the entire raw material with the proper quality so that we can give our final FG with 100% very good quality. Our quality department, just imagine, they have to conduct proper supplier audits and assessment. Collaborate with suppliers to ensure they adhere to quality standards. Implement quality control measures at the supplier's end. So when our raw material come into the factory, the incoming material inspection is very much important. Once upon a time, our people, while unloading the material, they have to see the quality, whether all the materials are correct, weighment is correct, quality is correct. But nowadays, all are properly verified, certified, then only materials are dispatched. So when the materials coming inside the plant, the quality department has to inspect and test incoming materials and components for quality and conformity. Implement rigorous quality check before material enter into the production process. Provide comprehensive training for the quality department to ensure the correct material go into the system. So utilize technology for quality control such as automation, inspected system and sensors. Implement quality management software for data collection, analysis and reporting. Same way, adhere to the standards that is called industry standard. In the quality department, there are n number of certifications are there. So each and every industry is supposed to keep the industry standard certificates so that all the standards are fulfilled, and we supposed to have very good system in the plant, like ISO, TS 16949, IATF, Video 6.3, OSAS 18001, like that. Stay updated on industry specific standards and regulations. So define and monitor relevant quality metrics and KPIs. Establish benchmarks for acceptable quality levels and strive for continuous improvement. Obtain relevant quality certifications for product and process. Same way, conduct proper internal and external audit to ensure compliance with quality standards. Same way in research and development. So whenever we are developing new product, the R&D department should have proper market research and trend analysis. For example, currently we are in the pager technology. For example, if you want to go for the smartphone technology, then we have to keep proper study and we have to implement. Cross-functional collaboration. Before identifying the product, each and every department should be linked and collaboration has to be created properly, get all the information, then the new material has to be prepared. So proper R&D system has to be implemented. Whatever product we are manufacturing, it should be customer-centric approach. Whatever customer wants, whatever may be the future technology-oriented product is supposed to manufacture and given to the corporates, that is called OEM. So whenever selecting the new product, always risk involved. We have to mitigate all the risks so that the risk can be eliminated and we can manufacture the good product, good quality product, advanced technology product to the industry. Whenever manufacturing the final product, we are supposed to create a prototype and testing the same product. Once all the products are success, then each and every company may go for patents and trademark registration so that the company can get more patent under his company name. So legally, whenever there is a new product, designs are completed, company may go for patent registration. This is good for the company. So most of the company, there are n number of products patent in their legal documents. Next one is information technology. So IT is very good system is required in each and every company. For example, if SAP or Oracle, whatever may be the software they are using, it should be properly, backup should be taken, data security should be there, proper backup plan is required. Simultaneously, cyber security measurement has to be taken. So you must be aware, sometimes back ransom virus has created a lot of nuisance to the corporates. Several companies are data has been theft and created the problem. Maybe 1 or 2 days they have identified where our data are gone. Some of the companies systems are very good. They don't allow the data to be thrown out. Some of the companies data are perfectly captured. Maybe in 1 or 2 companies, if they have the proper backup system, they have removed all the existing database and restored every data from the backup, and comfortably they have operated the system without any problem. So if the IT department conduct proper IT audits, there will not be any problem in future. For example, IT department visit each and every system, take proper backup, clean up all the unwanted files, preventive maintenance. All the software should be the licensed one, so that the company property is maintained pakka. Maybe no need to pay future penalty which was recovered by our Microsoft for non-licensed product. So those expenditure can be avoided. Same way, finance and accounts department has to play a vital role in the industry. For example, working capital management. So each and every person in the industry properly planned for the working capital. How the inventory can be moved. Are we taking proper physical verification of the inventory on monthly basis or not? If the physical verification is taken, then whether company is segregated with slow moving goods or non moving goods. If slow movings are there, that is dead investment, our money kept inside the plant. We can get some clearance from the OEM. Is the raw material is useful for some other product? Instead of keeping idle in the factory floor, we can manufacture some other product if their quality system allows, or at least we can send back to our supplier, we can get the money back. Same way in accounts receivable. So once a credit period is over, we may ask the people get the payment at the earliest. Nowadays, MSME is giving a lot of benefits to the industry. For example, more than 45 days, if any company defaults, so the private limited company or public limited company, they're supposed to file MSME 1 form with ROC. In that form, they're supposed to mention what is the reason for not paying the money beyond 45 days. So this facility is available with the corporates whenever they are not getting the money. So same way, cash flow management has to be properly implemented. So what is the cash inflow, how we are making payment, everything should be controlled. If the finance department is properly controlled their activity, so company will be working fine. So in small companies, the owner, the business process owner always think on manufacturing or buying raw material, selling raw material. The accountant like CMA, we supposed to work for the company, for the management, properly align everything into the vision and mission of the company. Same way, we have to implement proper ERP implementation of very good system in the company. Internal controls. So frequently we have to do some audit, internal audit in each and every department. We have to identify what are all the problems inside the factory, like in statutory. Is there any deviation? Whether all the ESI payments are paid properly, PF payments are paid properly, or GST payments are paid properly or not. Even if we miss 1 day or 2 days deadline, we're supposed to pay 18% interest. Same way, every day penalty is also going on. When we pay this penalty, we never expect this from our OEM. OEM will pay only for the product, not for the penalty. So our finance department in the industry keep an eye on each and every assignment or every complaints. So complaints always good to maintain by the company. Most of the company, they can prepare checklist for the statutory like ESI, PF, income tax, ROC, everything they have created the standard operating procedure or checklist. The particular date we supposed to pay means we have to pay. If we file the return properly means we have to file the return properly. Otherwise, huge penalty will come for the company. That we have to avoid. So credit management. So credit, whenever we are giving to suppliers or following with the customer is important. For example, credit to the supplier. If we have some excess payment or excess amount in our bank account, we may get some special discount from the supplier and we can pay and take the advantage for the company. For example, so the 60 days credit or 30 days credit, we have some excess amount lying in our current account. So instead of keeping in our bank account without any interest, so we can pay to the supplier, get some discount. So straight away good for us. So next one is financial training for the staff. So our staff always should be properly trained in all the areas. For example, if any new tax or any new financial area implemented by the government, the financial or accounts team supposed to know each and every area. Accountant always should be updated, otherwise they will be outdated. Hence, all the accountant properly read day-to-day updates from the government notification. The department people to highlight to the management in case any issues or any new amendment, if anything is going to come shortly, so that we can plan in advance, we can mitigate the loss. Same way for tax planning. So whatever the tax planning good for the company, that can be implemented at the earliest. For example, tax planning, solar system company wants to implement, they can very well implement the solar system. We can take depreciation benefit as well as no need to pay much income tax to the income tax department. So this is one other tax planning. So whatever may be the tax planning ideas are there, whatever may be the new income tax rules, budget, that can be implemented properly. For example, last year budget, government has announced if any of the people purchased electric vehicle, the government has given interest free. For example, up to 1.5 lakh rupees, they can take the benefit. So if company purchased anything, automatic vehicle or electric vehicle, they can take the benefit. So properly, each and every topic has to be reviewed properly under tax planning aspects. Capital expenditure management. The accountant should properly think and purchase any capex item. If capital expenditures are more, then our entire working capital gone for capex. So before spending the money, we have to think twice, thrice. For example, if you want to buy any machines, either semi-automotive or automotive and bulk manufacturing machines, if you want to buy, can be purchased anything, but we have to prepare the L1, L2, L3, which machine is good, which machine is giving more production, which machine is efficient, low power saving, low electricity consumption, everything they have to see. So next one is cost management. So like cost accountant, we have to see each and every cost properly. For example, raw material cost, RMC, every month we supposed to see the RMC percentage to give more profitability to the company. Our people used to see what is the raw material cost. If raw material cost increase in one particular month, we have to review properly and we have to identify the gap. If any revenue leakage or wastage or good product gone for scrap or any huge rejection, people are not informed us. Everything can be come out from the RMC analysis itself. For example, 60% the raw material cost for particular one product. Suddenly this month comes 70%. Then we have to wake up. Why suddenly 10% increase? There could be possibility. Some quality rejection can happen. They have not punched the entry properly. So these type of issues can be identified at the time of monthly physical verification of the inventory. So when we take the physical verification inventory, so all the issues come out and the issues can be solved in the next month itself instead of keeping in the year end time. So in the every year end time, we are supposed to keep proper books of accounts for the inventory and keep the closing stock. So statutory auditor will come and inspect. So in case the closing inventory stock is not properly taken, then very difficult to certify the inventory numbers and values for the financial purpose. So each and every person has to properly take the inventory. So finance and accounts is a lot of information can be given to the management. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. So we can discuss if any questions are there. Welcome. We can discuss in detail.
Thank you, CMA Vadivel, sir. We are
Thank you.
able to understand update to avoid being obsolete, and quality is the Taraka mantra. Any best practices are possible only based on ensuring zero defect or implementing technology like RFID or the best supply chain management or logistics management, and beyond everything, valuing talent. And these points are very well received, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Dear participants, now the floor is open for question and answer.
Sir, is there any specific incident, which you would like to share on the best practice in the auto ancillary industry?
Sir, actually, the best practice is to keep the supplier and the customer intact. For example, when our materials are supplied to the customer, it should be properly utilized properly. It should not be rejected one. In case of any single rejection, the entire lot has to be rejected. In the shop floor, most of the companies comes under JIT method. So each and every company, for example, car manufacturing or Bharat Benz lorry manufacturing, more than 3,000, 4,000 components are kept inside the factory floor and suddenly taken each and everything, and assembling can happen. At that particular time, any one or two materials are damaged, very difficult to assemble one particular truck or car. So that is the reason whenever we are going to invoice material to the customer, we are supposed to keep very good inventory and we have to give very good final FG to the customer.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Over to Sundari ma'am for the valedictory session.
Thank you, sir. The valedictory session will begin now, and CMA Ravisankar sir, I request you to present a brief report on the 5 days program.
Yeah, the 5 days report named as the Industry Connect and Knowledge Enrichment Series is the second of such programs organized by the members in Industry Committee of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. So we have made it as the best practice to join hands with the industry association and one education institution to connect the academics, the professional body, and the industry. So the first program was on pharma sector. The second is on automobile ancillary industry, marching towards excellence. So we commenced on 15th December 2023 with the inauguration by our principal, Dr. Santosh Babu. And welcome address was delivered by Dr. Seshadrinathan, and we had the special address by CMA TCA Srinivasa Prasad. The keynote address was delivered by Shri R. Selvam, Vice President TIMA, and we had the technical session by CMA L. Gurumurthy on the introduction and overview of the automobile ancillary industry. So the vote of thanks was proposed by Dr. J. Satish. On day 2, we had the operational excellence. We had CMA Santosh Pant, the Secretary of Northern India Regional Council, the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, delivering the keynote address. And we had Mr. Kumar Chandrasekhar, Managing Director of CRP India Private Limited, delivering the special address. And the technical address on operational excellence was delivered by Dr. V.S.V. Chedian, TN State General Secretary, Laghu Udyog Bharati, and National Joint Secretary of NAQR. And then on the third day, we had the special address by TCA CMA Srinivasa Prasad, the chairman of IT committee and members in industry committee. And we had CMA D. Raman, GM Costing, retired from Lucas TVS, delivering a technical session on cost, governance, and excellence. On day 4, 18th December, CMA Y. Srinivasa Rao from Nellore, the Secretary of Southern India Regional Council of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, delivering the keynote address. And we had Shri R.V. Chari, Managing Director, GH Induction India Private Limited, delivering the special address. We had Mr. Bharathan from Coimbatore, who is the founder and CEO of Ozotech Automobile Private Limited. The session was on quality research initiatives and recent trends, with special focus on the electric vehicles. So it became like a panel discussion where we had a lot of questions on the EVs and the research on the way forward. And today, the day 5, the keynote address was delivered by CMA Arati Ganguly, Secretary, Eastern India Regional Council, the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. And we had Shri R. Selvam, Vice President TIMA, giving us a special address on the cluster initiatives by the TIMA and the Government of Tamil Nadu. And we had CMA A. Vadivel, who has delivered his technical session on the best practices in the auto ancillary industry. So now we are in the valedictory session. So we have Shri M. Sivakumar, the State President of Tamil Nadu, Laghu Udyog Bharati, who hails from Coimbatore and is an industrialist and supports all the best practices in the MSMEs. So in Laghu Udyog Bharati. So hearty welcome to you, sir. And this program has been a great success. On an average, the streaming in different YouTube channels and the Facebook, Twitter streaming has reached on an average 3,000 participants, around 2,600 from the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, and 200 to 250 from the Laghu Udyog Bharati and TIMA and other stakeholders, and around 10 to 12 members from the DDGD Vaishnav College. So thank you so much. Be with us in all endeavors, dear participants. So please share your feedback to our in the feedback form and to the email, which will enable us to strengthen this type of collaborative lectures for the benefit of the academia, industry, and the professional body. Thank you so much.
Thank you, CMA Rakesh Shankar, sir. Now the floor is open to Shri M. Sivakumar, sir, for the valedictory address.
Yeah, good evening, Vanakkam, Namaste to one and all. First of all, greetings for all the efforts taken by Dwaraka Das, Goverdhan Das Vaishnav College and ICMAI and members of in industry, TIMA and Thirumudivakkam Industrial Estate Association and all the members of Laghu Udyog Bharati. Distinguished guests, participants and esteemed colleagues, as we stand at the threshold of the final day of our Industry Connect and Knowledge Enrichment program on the automobile industry, it is with great enthusiasm and gratitude that I address you. Over the past few days, we have delved into intricacies of our dynamic industry, gaining insights that propel us towards excellence. Today, our focus turns to the critical theme of best practices. In this pursuit, we are honored to have guest speakers, a luminary in the field, sharing their wealth of experience. Their journey serves as a testament to the transformative power of adopting, implementing best practices in the ever-evolving landscape of the automobile ancillary sector. Guest speakers' experiences offer a unique perspective, bridging the gap between theory and practical application. This is very important for nowadays industry, because nowadays we are doing each and every colleges industry and students connectivity. Our Laghu Udyog Bharati focusing on that way. This is very useful, and upcoming entrepreneurs can utilize the benefit also. Second thing, their insights garnered from years of navigating challenges and embracing opportunities will undoubtedly provide us with a roadmap to elevate our own practices. As we observe the pearls of wisdom shared today, let's reflect on how we can integrate the best practices in our daily operations. This is very, very important. The true value of knowledge lies not only in its acquisition, but in its application, and it's through this application that we truly march towards excellence. Later in the valedictory session, we will come together to celebrate the collective achievements of this program. The connections established, the knowledge gained, and the bonds formed will undoubtedly serve as catalysts for our ongoing success in the automobile ancillary industry. I extend my heartfelt thanks to guest speakers. I don't want to take much time. Each and every person is very, very important. I read few names. Mr. CMA TCA Srinivasa Prasad, Council Member, CMA, and CMA Arati, Srimadi Arati Ganguly, Secretary, EARC, the Institute of Cost Accounts, and CMA A. Vadivel, Cost Accountant, Dr. Prabha Rajagopalan, and Dr. R. Sundari, and Shri R. Selvam, Vice President, TAIMA, and CMA Rakesh, and this excellent program organized by CMA Rakesh Shankar and Mr. D. Prabha, they are organizing secretaries. And this, I extend my heartfelt thanks to guest speakers for being an invaluable part of our journey today, and each participant for contributing to the vibrant exchange of ideas during this program. As we conclude, let us carry forward the spirit of continuous learning and collaboration, ensuring that our industry remains at the forefront of innovation and excellence. Once again, thank you very much for one and all, and here to the continued success of our endeavors. Jai Hind. Thank you. Vanakkam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Whatever may be the innovation or challenge for the automobile industry, whether it is autonomous vehicles or EV or compliance from government requirements or artificial intelligence or Internet of Things, associations like TAIMA and Laghu Udyog Bharati is definitely there to help all the small, tiny and medium-sized industries to ensure India to be the superpower and accomplishing the mission of our Prime Minister Modi ji. Thank you very much, sir. There's a question to Mr. R. Selvam, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
So there's a question that is to the screen. Please, can you respond to this question, sir? Selvam, sir.
Yeah. This 3D printing used in auto ancillary and the UPS, their cost advantage. See, the 3D printing is the methodology of the prototyping. They're mainly used for prototyping. For example, you are doing some design, okay? So you want to validate your design whether it's workable or not, okay, in the field. So before going for the mass production, the actual production, so you can have a touch and feel kind of stuff, okay? And some cases, even the prototype can be used for small level of performance testing also. So we are, equipping that the kind of an advanced 3D printer in our cluster. We install both the metal and plastic 3D printer. So this is basically for prototyping only. If you want to go for the mass production, the 3D printing, the cost is not viable. It will be very expensive. Maybe 1 or 2, or even you can go for 10 pieces for doing your validation. If you want to go for a mass production, high volume production, the 3D printing is not viable. You have to go for the actual manufacturing.
Thank you, sir. Rakesh, sir, is there any other question? Or shall
No,
we
ma'am.
move on to?
We can move on to the vote of thanks.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So, in the participants in the from the industry, they should keep themselves appraised with total quality management, Kaizen, or the just-in-time or zero defect as their priority for ensuring cost efficiency and optimum utilization. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now we are moving on to the official vote of thanks for this particular 5-day session. Now I request Dr. Satyanarayana, Head Department of BCom Shift 2, DDGD Vaishnav College, to propose the vote of thanks. Satya sir, over to you.
Yeah, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening to one and all present here. I have great pleasure in introducing myself as Dr. P. Satyanarayanan from Shift to Commerce Department as HOD. So I would like to thank, starting from technical expert and resource person, Thiru CMA Vadivel sir, cost accountant, and keynote speaker, Thirumudivakkam CMA Arati Ganguly, Secretary, Eastern India Regional Council, the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. Then keynote speaker, Shri R. Selvam, Vice President, Thirumudivakkam Industrial Estate Manufacturers Association, Taima. I thank Chief Guest for the valedictory session, Shri M. Shivakumar, and the 4 partnering institutions, the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. Special gratitude to CMA Shri, TCA Srinivasa Prasad, Council Member, and CMA Rakesh Shankar, Organizing Secretary, and Laghu, Udyog, Bharati, Thirumudivakkam Industrial Estate Manufacturers Association, and finally Dwaraka Goverdhan Vaishnav College, Chennai, Secretary and Management and Secretary Sri Ashokkumar Muntraji, and also beloved Principal Captain Dr. S. Santosh Babu sir, organizing team, faculty and participants of day 5. And finally, I would like to thank Prabha Rajagopalan ma'am, being instrumental to all these programs. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir.
Namaskar.
Thank you all. Thank you
Namaskar.
very much. Dear participants, kindly fill the feedback form. And thank you very much for staying tuned with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
all.
you. Thank you.